Alright, dickheads, welcome back to Practicing Portraits, an artwod roadmap, right? What is artwod? The best art platform in the world to teach you how to draw from imagination, where they give you the work, not the shortcut. Work that will allow you to draw from imagination with a strong understanding of 3D forms like this. I'm Viggy, I've been drawing for 3 years and 6 months, right? This is honestly, like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, damn, I really fucked up a lot of shit here, right? But hey, like, the fact is, it looks 3D, even if I understand. It was really good. I understood that this does not look like it's in the background, and honestly, I have no idea how to fucking render. Like, I only understand line, form, and perspective, which goes to show the power of form, right? Which is what fucking artwod teaches. But like, I don't understand texturing. Like, this is all fucking. I gotta figure some shit out to make this look less ass. But overall, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, oh, it's so mid. But it's good because it's a learning lesson. Like the fact that they're tangents are when like two lines intersect in an awkward way, especially when this is supposed to be the foreground and this is the background, but like equal amounts of detail. There's a bunch of shit. But the point is, this channel serves as a repository to Jesus Christ. I just end up going in self-critique mode. But draw along, get your fucking pen, get your paper, draw along. This channel serves as a repository of my art progress to show that anybody can draw. And it's a delayed gratification channel. 10, 15, 20 years of consistent practice is what this channel will be showcasing to prove that art is not a talent, it's a skill, and you are simply not aware or willing to put in the work that the skill requires, but you can. You are capable. That's the big difference I wanted to specifically state, that you're capable of all this effort. So come on, get your pen, get your paper, and put your effort in alongside me and inside me. Let's go. Anyways, I actually there's a website called Eyes Training, right, which helps you like understand form. Eyes dot training, like your eyes, right? EYES dot training, like like exercise training, right? Go to that. There's a source they have on like specifically spheres, right? And I realized that my schema is actually wrong. In the fact that my schema is not wrong, like what I'm building is not wrong, but how I've been placing the portraits inside of it is wrong, right? Because this center line is actually not the eye, from what I believe, right? Like the eyes should be down here and the jaw should be here, right? Like that's I think that's the big thing, is like the eyes should be here, the center line's here, but this is the top of the skull. This is the top of the skull and the forehead, right? I've been including the hair inside of this, but the hair is actually something that's on top of that. So this is gonna be really fun. Again, I've already started thinking because drawing is thinking, and this the resource on eyes training has really helped me understand how to think about the ellipses as well. Like I'm already thinking about the box, and again, this angle is easier for me to think in, right? Oh, by the way, I did not want to draw today at all. Like I thought about all the work, all the mental work I'd be doing right now. Yum, 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 yum. And I was like, bro, like my mind immediately was like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put that effort in. So what does that mean? That means I must put the effort in. That means I have a duty to myself to be like, fuck you, brain. You're gonna try. So if I'm here, you're here, and you're capable. Let's go. We're all fucking capable of constantly trying. All right, now I'm thinking about the sphere, and that's like I'm constantly trying to refer to the eyes training reference model in the like that was provided, right, or like that I was looking at, and I'm trying to think about the box, right, and I'm trying to think about the sphere, or like the center lines inside the box and the center plane. So definitely the best thing is that I need to project the top plane, the ellipse inside the top plane, which I'm already thinking about, right, down, and then that becomes the ellipse, the center line, right, because the thing is, and you can see you can't see, but I'm ghosting the center plane incorrectly. But I'm trying to think about this entire fuckery. But let's start with setting the top plane, so that way we actually have an established system, or an established proportion. And I'm really trying to think about all this right now. But overall, I'm just looking at that example on the eyes.training website, right, where they literally show like every single center, like the vertical, horizontal, and the depth, XYZ, right, like those ellipses inside of it, and then me, myself, and I didn't even need to, it made no fucking sense, but me being able to kind of like discern and be like, okay, how does the box fit inside of this, made me realize that my entire model has been relatively wrong, in terms of like, not placement, but just not relatively wrong. My entire model has needed some refinements, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm constantly really thinking, really trying to think, especially the top and the side ellipse. I'm really trying to project this and see the sphere, right? See the sphere. And this is extremely cognitively taxing, which is good because drawing is thinking, right? Drawing is thinking. Let's say it again. Everybody repeat after me. Bust a nut to it. Drawing is thinking, right? There you go. Now that we're all aware, let's keep thinking while drawing, right? But let's see. Like, and I'm constantly looking at the reference, just trying to figure it out. And while I draw these lines, I need to think about the sphere. that's inside of it, right? Constantly thinking about the sphere that's inside of it. The angle to the ear has to be adjusted because it is a box. Like the thing is, people's faces are angled diagonally inside the box, right? Like if this is the box plane, right? Let's make this a bit larger because my example's always shit. Then your face, if you have a relatively lean face, is angled like so. Like this is your face is not that thin, but I guess I'm just trying to make the point clear. And then we have the cranium, whatever. But point is, our faces are angled. Like our faces are not this, right? If our ear is here and this is the box, and our ear is here, it's usually leaning a little bit inwards, right? If this is the box, like this is the angle, it's always a little bit inwards, right? And that's a nuance that took me a while to understand. But again, I'm really trying to think about this box and I guess the perfect nature of the box, right? And this is, I should have obviously brought this up a bit further around here, but I still struggle with proportion and placement. But I'm really trying to think, like this has already helped me a lot. I'm trying to think about the proportion, but I'm really trying to think about this top ellipse, right? Because it's all about projecting it down here into the center plane. And the same thing here, right? And you can see I'm already diverging into, or like doing the center, this vertical line wrong, right? So, and then being like, okay, there you go, this is the center plane, and this is what I need to constantly keep reminding myself. And while I draw, and this is like another thing, it's a beautiful thing where I get to practice my visualization, and I'm constantly calculating, constantly trying to, like, my working memory is constantly being taxed. It's a beautiful thing. It's genuinely a beautiful thing, right? And I'm purposefully drawing this box in an unorthodox manner in order to force myself to be able to actually visualize the entirety of the sphere, right? And another thing I'm trying to do now is like I think I can't just think about the two axes, what the fuck, right? Like the side ellipse and then the middle ellipse, right? Like the top ellipse or the bottom ellipse, whatever, like the top, the bottom / the side, bless me, depending on the angle. I need to also think about the front, right? And how that affects it, because that does affect it, right? And this is something where I'm trying to draw a box, a perfect cube, to the best of my ability in perspective, right? So I need to be able to understand how this ellipse here projects outward and then projects onto the sphere itself, right? And oh my god, like I just tried to hold all of that in my mind. I'm silent because I'm trying to calculate all of that in my mind right now. And that extra layer has made it even more difficult. Dude, I love this. I love the fact that, and I guess lost the entire perspective because I was zooming in on that line. But I love the fact that we can build a mental model like this, right? Oh, by the way, like I said this on stream yesterday, but I also, and by the way, like I didn't think there because my mind was not focused, right? So I'm constantly trying to hold all of this in my mind while I focus. And now this is incredibly difficult. This is incredible. This is literally so fucking hard for me to do. But actually, I feel liberated now. Now I know exactly where and how this box is going to be placed with the Loomis manipulation that I do, right? So that makes me very happy. Like I know exactly where I need, and like where much more clearly how the effort is going to be directed. This is actually a pretty decent sphere. I just need to keep thinking about this center plane, right? Or the center ellipse, because the center plane, again, I have to think about this cross axis, diagonal, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, horizontal, vertical. But I want to say, before I forget, Marshall Vandroff, another draftsman I'm incredibly enamored by, right? There's a lot, by the way, there's a lot. Like mangaka, like Katsuhiro Otomo? Sorry, not Otome, Otome is the dating games. It's Vicky, you're a weeb, why are you putting the X on it? Because I respect the language, okay? But yeah, like I'm zoomed out, or I'm trying to zoom out right now, but you can see my lines suffer a lot in this angle, right? This is amazing. I actually feel as if just thinking about the way eyes trading, and don't forget, this angle is a lot easier for me to do as well, but whew, that fucking killed my brain. But now it's like, okay, this is the forehead, right? Like this is the cranium, right? This is the top of the head. That's the end of the forehead. This is where the eyes rest, and that's where the nose and the mouth come about, right? Like that's actually the true perspective. So this is simply the top half of the head, roughly, right? Like, and that makes a lot more sense to me, because look what, like, that's why the boxes I was drawing were so inaccurate, right? Because I was trying to fit the entire face, or I was trying to fit the eye line, the center line, as the eye, but that just doesn't make sense, because that squishes everything and forces the front plane to be narrow or narrower than it needs to be. There's a lot of things, but this is actually like a much better cube in perspective, right? And don't get me wrong, I still can very barely see this center plane and this center plane and this center plane. But the fact of the matter is I have a much better understanding of how these like how the sphere actually responds and looks like this in perspective, right? Oh, fucking amazing. So I'm gonna rest my brain, because another thing is, like, when you feel that warmth, when you feel that extreme discomfort, that's when you take a step back, because your brain's basically, I think, myelination is occurring, right? Your myelin sheets are getting slightly stronger on a microscopic level, which is what part of the reinforcing of the neuroplasticity is. Some shit like that is happening. So that's when you need to utilize the microgap effects. So which we're gonna do right now. Let's rest our brains. I don't know why. I just keep doing that now. Every time I fucking drink my coffee, just make a little tongue action noise there. But yeah, now that I'm looking at this, and again, this schema, this angle, right? Because I'm interleaving, change the angle consistently. This is a lot easier for me to visualize than the bottom ones. But I feel as if just because I'm understanding the concept now, and let's not forget, just because we understand the concept does not mean we understand how to do the concept. I want to be very clear, right? Like, understanding a concept is just the first part. And then applying it over hundreds and thousands of repetitions is the actual part, right? But just because, what I'm trying to say is, like, because I have that concept a bit clearer in my mind now, it feels a lot clearer to me to actually being able to visualize this entire schema just a little bit, just like 1% better, just like just where to actually direct my efforts, right? So, and again, and everywhere I look, I'm trying to calculate the entire, like, I'm really trying to calculate everything, right? And also, I've decided to also practice seeing through the form even more, like constantly see the back plane. So I'm literally trying to build X-ray vision because I want to see the back, right? I want to see the back of this so I can genuinely be like, okay, and just ghosting it right now is really helping, right? Just trying to see the back, because that means I've, now more than anything, there's more calculations I'm adding to the mix. So, fucking, of course, at the beginning of another 50 rep bout, I've decided to make things even harder for myself, right? Whether I meant to or not. But, and again, like, this is slightly diverging by a millimeter. There's like a lot of little things. This is slightly diverging by a millimeter. Let's see. This is slightly converging by like a millimeter or two, like this line, right? There's a lot of things, and this is the thing, like, you'll be like, what the fuck, how can you see this? Well, it's just like, the better you get, the more you keep trying to see nuance, the more you end up discerning the ability to see nuance, right? It's like, the more you try, the better you get, right? And it's just constantly putting in that effort into trying, like, while I'm zoomed in and calculating this, I'm still trying to zoom out and like keep in mind the overall sphere inside of this box, right? And then the XYZ ellipses, the center planes, right? The center plane, trying to see through the form now, because I'm actively trying to see, and I just saw it for a second there. I just saw the back plane just for a second there, but trying to calculate it accurately, because it's not just about seeing it through. My mind will consistently do the wrong angle, stop at the wrong point, make it too large, make it diverging. Like, there's a lot of things the mind will just do, because again, you're building a fucking schema, bro. You're building a mental visualization. I'm taxing my working memory with dozens of calculations as often as I can, right? And that is exactly where you want to be. Like, drawing is thinking, and part of this skill of art, a part of the skill of drawing, is getting used to that reality, right? Like, we're getting used to the fact that we're thinking all the time, right? Like, you're training the ability to think. Let's not forget, like, it's a trainable ability. And by the way, like, again, while I'm talking, I'm really trying to think about everything, right? I'm genuinely trying to think about, and I'll explain it. What am I trying to think about? Well, when I'm looking at this, I'm trying to think about this diagonal, this vertical cross section, and then also this diagonal, this vertical, this. While I'm looking here, I'm trying to think about all that. Same with here. And then while I'm thinking about that, I'm also trying to think about the sphere inside of this. While I'm thinking about that now, I'm trying to think about this center plane. I'm trying to see through the form now. This horizontal center plane, this vertical center plane, right? This what the fuck is this? This is a vertical center plane. Is this a z-axis? I guess this is z-axis. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is the z-axis. I don't fucking know, bro. I'm not technical about it. Technical to the point where I understand the logic, but I don't know the fucking terminology too well, right? Let's see, but like, I'm trying to see all of that, and then while I'm trying to see just the planes, by the way, just the center planes, I'm trying to fit the ellipse that's projected here outward accordingly, right? While also like I'm trying to see this ellipse inside the plane, right? I'm trying to see this ellipse that's the edge of my sphere. I'm trying to see this one as well, right? Really trying to see this one. And then I'm trying to see that, I'm trying to see this, but you see, I'm also trying to make sure I hold the sphere in my mind, right? That's why I keep saying drawing is thinking. Like, this is all invisible work, but I'm making it visible through my vocabulary. By the way, talking and drawing is extremely difficult, but I'm trying to make it visible through my vocabulary, right? Giving you the exact mental fucking roadmap that is happening in my mind, like telling you exactly what I'm thinking, right? And I just lost a lot of it for a second there, but I'm constantly, so much sheer effort is being put into this. Right, and we haven't even put down a line yet. This is just the fucking beginning. Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. I don't know if my accent is that good. My friend who's actually brown keeps roasting me for my accent, but it's okay. I used to speak Hindi as a child, so and that was also an Om Shanti Om reference for those of you wondering. For those of you who are brown and were wondering, because nobody's not fucking brown, they're gonna be like, oh, I understand that reference. I suddenly speak the language, right? Nobody's gonna be fucking doing that, bro. Nobody's known that. But oh shit, I think I might need a new pen after this. I literally think I might need a new pen. This pen's dying as well. Fook, right? But yeah, I mean, I spoke it as a child, but I am Tamil, so it's okay, right? I would love to improve my, and again, like while I'm talking about something completely random, I'm still trying to see all of this bullshit, by the way. Like, just to be very clear, I'm still thinking a lot, and I think I got this center line. No, the center line's actually pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's pretty decent. And again, like I'm trying to zoom out because I keep zooming in on these lines, so I need to zoom out again and like just see these diagonals, like this diagonal, that diagonal, right? And it's easier from this angle, I will tell you. We'll have to see, because again, in this angle, this schema is relatively solid. Relatively being, I see about 30 to 40% of it at any given time. This angle, any of these bottom angles, any of these really extreme tilt angles, I see it like maybe 10% of the time, if that, right? So part of that just comes down to, like right now, I don't know whether this is going to translate, like the ease in which, and the ease in which not only I'm able to consistently reconstruct the schema, not everything, by the way, just mainly the sphere and the cross and these cross lines that you're seeing, right? Like not the exact ellipses inside of it, because that's really difficult for me to visualize right now. I'll be completely honest, like seeing this ellipse in here is extremely difficult for me to visualize, right? Like genuinely, it's fucking hard, but that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And then you project it outward. See, like this, for some reason, my mind's like trying to make this ellipse a lot larger than it needs to be, but I can't see the sphere anymore. And I see, like these are all obstructions too. These lines that you end up creating end up being obstructions to your own visualization, which is normal. But I'm gonna rest my brain now because it's been another little while, and this is great. This is great. And I actually drew these lines wrong, I believe. This vertical one is off. It's converging outward. Like this going this way, that's going that way. It's like this much of a difference. If you can't tell, then you can build your eye for that. But I can tell. Also, it's not as my fucking camera is the best, right? I know a lot of this shit is probably lost in like slight little compression issues. So, anyways, please rest your brain. But yeah, that eyes training. Go again, eyes.training, okay? The way like it broke it down. It broke it down. I don't know why I said broke it down like that. But the way it broke it down. Let's see. I'm gonna use a different pen now. This is from yesterday's stream. This one died too. Let's see if this one has slightly better lines. Oh yeah, look, this one's pretty decent. Maybe this one I was using right now was the shit that died. Or maybe it's just what it is. I don't know. But now I'm gonna draw features. So I do think I got the center wrong here, right? Because if we bring it up here, yeah, it's like it's up here. This is actually where the center is, right? So that was incorrect. What the fuck? Was it incorrect? I don't fucking know anymore, bro. Yeah, it was incorrect. It's like roughly there. So I have to ignore that now. But overall, like again, like while I'm looking at this, I'm really fucking trying to see, because I've added another element. Now it's not just the X and Y axis. Now it's not just this ellipse and the sphere. It's this thing as well, which is amazing. Because again, what am I trying to really build? Am I really trying to, at the end of the day, I'm trying to build an extremely dense and deep understanding of space, right? And that all comes back to the box and the sphere inside the box and the center lines inside the sphere inside the box and the ellipses inside the sphere inside the box. And that's funny because in eyes training, they're like, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm still thinking, I'm still trying to like see everything. But in the eyes training website for specifically the sphere, they're like, yeah, you'll get it, just do it intuitively. And I'm like, what about the fine print where they say this is going to take you hundreds of hours to even relatively fathom, let alone conceptualize and apply and internalize? I don't know why people do that, bro. Why the fuck do people... Like, why is it with art specifically? That's the thing that frustrates me. Why is it with art that there's this need to pretend like it's easier than it actually is? Right? Like the whole like learn this shit in 10 minutes, get better in a week does not exist. It doesn't exist. If you're average like me, it doesn't exist. It's just impossible. Okay? 3 years and 6 months of pure fundamentals practice and playing around with that like the things that I learned is what allowed me to do this. Okay? 3 years and 6 months, fucking 1,000 plus hours at this point. Do it once, do it 999 more times with max effort, okay? And this is the best I can do, right? And I think this isn't like a reflection of this is bad or good. I'm saying like this is the best I can do. If you're average to below average and you just only have sheer effort on your side, this is the best. Like this is what the work it takes is. So that's a good thing, by the way, because you're building work ethic. You're building the ability to be better and to be someone who's able to transfer that ability to be better across all domains, right? I'm saying this is all a good thing. What I'm saying is what frustrates me is the fact that it's not easy. Simple, not easy, right? Like it's not fucking easy. And oh shit, dude, I got this angle completely wrong. Holy fuck, I just took that in. This front plane, this guy's face, it's like this. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so that's an amazing mistake. I completely got the angle wrong completely. It's literally like this. Yeah, it's fucking literally like this. Yeah, so I got the angle wrong. It's way more like this, right? So it's way more tilted. So it makes sense. My fucking brain just ended up going to the easier angle that it was used to, right? But again, like what am I doing? While I'm looking here, I'm thinking about the sphere, I'm thinking about the center line, this center line, right? This center plane and the ellipse inside of it. I'm trying to really see through the form in this center plane, right? And you can see maybe I'm not even ghosting it accurately, right? And while I'm doing it, I'm trying to think about how it correlates to the edge of the ellipse in of itself, because like it is like really edged, right? I'm edging hard right now, but it's roughly like that, right? And it's like it has to really be attached to the sphere's edge. Say edge one more time, Biggie. Edge. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyways, and then this one as well, like trying to really see through the form. I'm still trying to figure out how the ellipses are tightly packed inside the planes, because they are like it is like curved around here, right? Like this is the curve around the ellipse that we see. But anyways, now it's time to draw the features, which is like holding all of this in mind while understanding exactly where this guy's head is placed. And this is basically what I'm understanding right now, like this. It's in the middle here. So this is actually where the eyebrows are, right? Because, and this is like I'm creating my own little version of the Loomis head technically, because like the Loomis head will be something I'm just basically trying to figure out exactly the proportion and placement of this box, the sphere, the center lines, everything inside of it. So, and I'm really trying to grind my brain right now. Like I'm fucking, dude, like I'm trying to see everything so hard. Like this right here, this is where I want my brain to be, like this sort of output regression, because I'm trying to see the entire sphere, right? And how it's confined to the edges of the box, and then the ellipses, how they're confined to the edges of the planes, right? And all of them at the same time. And again, like these are helping, but they're also obstructions, right? That's why I'm trying to see through the form. I'm trying to see through the form. This is amazing. This is genuinely like, this is fucking nutworthy, this experience of just sheer effort. Oh my god, I can't see anything right now, but I'm trying so fucking hard to see it. This is exactly where you want to be, where you can't see anything, but you're trying really hard. This is the beauty of output regression. Also, I tapped my head on the fucking thing. I just realized I got this center line wrong. There's a lot of things that you'll just keep noticing, and I'll keep noticing, like, for your own practice, and, like, for your practice and my practice, like, speaking of our practice, right, when we're practicing, you're gonna notice a lot of things. You're gonna think you're doing something right, then you'll notice this wrong, and then you're gonna feel good, and be like, okay, I know that for next time. Because what are you doing? You're really building your eye, right? So, right now, like on top of me trying to see the sphere and the center lines inside of it, right, and the center planes, and like trying to see through the form, right, to really ghost it properly, because I still need to ghost it properly to be able to see it, right? Again, ghosting is the bridge between your prefrontal cortex and your parietal, and your motor cortex. By the way, like how does this all work, right? If you're wondering, you're probably not. Who gives a fuck? But if you're wondering like how am I actually going to solidify all this information, not me, but you, whatever you're practicing, how am I actually going to get better at this? Basically, right now your brain is actively using energy, actively using your astrocytic glycogen, which is your energy reserves that your prefrontal cortex is using, which is your spatial reasoning part of your brain, right? Which involves heavily spatial reasoning, right? It's using that to manually calculate everything over hundreds and hundreds of repetitions and hundreds of hours, right? Your brain is going to automate this process through something called chunking. It consolidates the individual components into chunked units, right? And they'll get more and more chunked. And right now, everything is individual. Like the center plane is individual, this center plane is individual. And I'm really trying to think about all of them as a component. I'm trying to force my brain to think about them as a component, but it really is all individual. Like the sphere is individual from the box. The box is its own thing. But over time, the box and the sphere will fuse. And right now it's starting to happen. The box and the sphere is starting to fuse. So I can see that clear in this angle, by the way. Every angle is another schema your brain has to build, right? Which is why you keep changing the angle and you're practicing and you're testing whether you actually understand it or not. By the way, while I'm talking, I'm drawing, I'm thinking about all this. Just want to be very clear while I'm talking, very difficult, right? But it basically gets automated, chunked, consolidated through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of repetitions and many dozens and dozens and hundreds of hours, right? And it gets essentially stored in your basal ganglia, which is basically the automated process. So at a certain point, me seeing this entire fuckery hundreds of hours from now will be like me doing this, me just making a line. Like that's what it'll be like. That's literally what's gonna happen. And that same thing with you, like whatever you're practicing, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But as long as you're aware, I think that's the most important thing. Right, so let me see what the box is looking like for this guy. So I'm pretty sure it's like this. Right? And I did get the angle wrong, so I have to be very aware of that. Right? But, and this is the difficult part where like I'm still drawing features, don't forget, I'm still drawing features. And I have to, while I'm drawing these features, I have to fucking think about the sphere, the center lines and everything inside of it. Right? Very difficult. And again, I'm trying to internalize this in my way, and it very well could be wrong. Like, let's not forget, it very well could be wrong, but it does make a little bit more sense, and it's all manipulated. Interesting. Right? Maybe I should have made these a bit larger, actually, because it's the side of the face. Yeah, so this is actually, let's put this to the edge here. All my friends are dead, put me to the edge. Fucking funny reference. Maybe not, probably not. And then, let's see. His eyes are closed. I'm just trying to think out loud here. And then I'm trying to think about the shapes. Oh, dude, it's so hard, because the thing is, like, I'm trying to zoom out. I'm really trying to zoom out and see all this, but that doesn't mean that I am seeing all of it. Let's not forget. Right? I don't know, my voice is sounding like this now. That's not a fucking, like, smoker voice. How was your day? Right? But, yeah, like, I'm really, like, because I'm zoomed in. Like, you have to remember, like, I'm really fucking zoomed in on this, on drawing these features, but that doesn't mean that I still should not be aware to the best of my ability. Emphasis on the best of my ability, not actual good ability, because I'm so zoomed in. So I need to keep zooming out. I need to keep seeing this entire fucking wireframe fuckery. Like, I need to keep zooming out and seeing that. It's so fucked, because now this is even harder, because I have to literally see it here while drawing down here. It's even more difficult, right? But, let's see, and then let's get the lips. But this is good. Again, and again, I keep going back to the portrait and beyond. Portrait and beyond, what the fuck? See, like, this I know my brain's not working. The more, oh, dude, I fucked up that lip so badly. But the more you see my language suffer as well, by the way, that just means I'm also really in the zone. That just means, like, my brain is preoccupied with dozens of other things. Dude, I keep fucking up people's lips. Like, especially thick lips. Right? Like, come on, bro. But, and then we got the jaw. And again, like, while I'm looking here, I'm really trying to just be aware of the fact that there's an intense fucking calculation happening over here, right? And let's see. So, actually, I think the eyebrows would be here if I think about it. Let me look at this properly again. Would it be? Maybe not. Let's see. we'll draw the chin, right? And the ear, okay, let's see. The ear's around here, roughly. Right, bring the jaw down. And again, I'm just trying to think about this in terms of space. There you go. It's not that good, but it allows me to think maybe a bit clearer. Let's see, and then this is the cranium, right? Which is roughly... Make this guy look like fucking Megamind. That actually works! Wow, that actually works. I might be too elongated, so I definitely think the eyes need to be higher up, but I think the concept is sound. I definitely think the concept is sound. Yeah, his face is definitely very long, for sure. So I have to figure out the proportion, right? Like, obviously, I definitely have to figure out the proportion, right? Or like in the placement, because like his eyes, maybe his eyes are in the center here. His eyebrows are a bit higher, right? Let me. I'm really trying to analyze the I'm really trying to analyze the portrait right now and to see how the box fits in all of this. Yeah, so basically I should have made the eyes a bit more centered. Like the eyes should have been up here and the eyebrows should have been up here, I believe. Right? And it's not, it's like, the thing is, I'm trying to get it super exact and down to quote unquote science, not because every single time I'm gonna see it perfectly. It's so like I can just approximate and have a consistent model to rest it against, right? But again, here we have the, let me draw the sphere now, right? Like this is what I'm trying to see, right? So this is like, yeah, this is like that front part, the top part of the head, right? And I'm trying to see through this, trying to see through the form, right? Really trying to see through the form, you know. And this is literally what everything I'm trying to see, by the way. Like this is what I've been ghosting. I'll be very clear. Like this is literally what I've been trying to see, right? And I'm getting better, I will say. Like I'm actually very proud of myself that I'm getting better at this, but. And then inside of that, I'm trying to see the ellipse. And this is where the confusion happens for me. It's like how I basically have to ignore almost these edges and like, let's see, because it's going along the curve, right? So it's something like it's facing this curve. So it has to be more, it has to really be tight knit to the edge because it's going along the curve of the sphere. And you can see that's a horrible fucking ellipse, right? But this is the part that's really difficult for me to figure out. See, because like, what the fuck is this, bro? This is just not an ellipse whatsoever. So I'm trying to see through that form as well. So the question is like, how do I get it accurate? How do I get it all accurately inside? How do I get it accurately to be showcasing the center, right? Because like technically, if it's in the ellipse, if it's the sphere, I'm gonna be going around like so. You know what it is? I don't think I am drawing the back end properly because it should probably be coming up a bit further back, right? Which will allow it to go. What I'm trying to say is like basically I'm stopping the back end, like the seen through part, right before it actually needs to be stopped, right? And that little extra bit is maybe what's going to allow it to look as if it's actually wrapping around the form properly, right? But yeah, very difficult, very fucking difficult. It feels amazing, don't get me wrong. Let me actually rest my brain, right? And I encourage you to do so as well, please. That's definitely something I want to figure out. And we haven't even gone to the fucking form wrapping yet, which is gonna be another goddamn headache, which is beautiful. But like, yeah, it's the main thing right now is we have this ellipse, we project it downwards here, and that's what's gonna be on the sphere, right? So I need to think about why is it that when I actually fill it out in the plane. And this is me problem solving, by the way, right? Like, you might see it immediately. You might see it, be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's been doing it wrong the entire time. Well, that's the journey. Nope, none of you are fucking watching this because nobody watches this shit. Like, I know there's nobody here to help me in these early phases, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, those of you who are along with me, right? You might be further behind, you might be further ahead, right? If you're further ahead, please fucking help. But if you're further behind, right? Like, this is the problem solving part, where like you just have to create your own internal logic that's consistent as well. Like, because if this is the sphere or the ellipse inside this, and then I project it downwards. Oh, okay. So I think I get it now. No, do I get it? Fuck, I don't know if I get it. I'm trying to think. Because, like, yeah, I'm trying to think in the sense that if we have, and by the way, I know there's like a lot of fuckery here. By the way, this is also what I'm trying to visualize. Like, this entire thing is what I'm trying to visualize. Right? So hopefully you can understand why I say art is a cognitive endurance skill, art is a working memory skill. Hopefully these words start to make a little bit more sense now. Right? And yeah, see, I got the center wrong there. The center is also slightly off. Yeah, I knew it is at the top. Bless me. That was a burp. I know, disgusting. But I'm trying to figure out what it, because like basically the sphere is compactly condensed inside the box. Right, let's try to verbalize this, because there's no point of just continuing and pretending like we know what we're doing if we don't know what we're doing, right? I'm also trying to see through the form. Is part of the issue because I'm not seeing through the form accurately, and that's resulting in like micro, like fucking millimeter inconsistencies that result in the ellipses not being reflective of the curve of the plane itself. Because if we think about it, it's probably something like this, like the curve of the ellipse, like if we actually just look at the curve, it's something like that, right? And then that's where this plane comes about. Like, this is the plane that it's following, right? And it's curved. Same thing here. We get a curve right around like so, right? It's curving around, right? This is just like the visible curve, right? And the same thing here. It's curving all the way around like so. So that makes sense, right? But the question is, yeah, am I just not, like, does this plane have to be more extended outward? It might have to be. I think I might actually be stopping the planes. I might be stopping the other side of the plane, like seeing through it before it needs to be. But it's very difficult. Very fun. Very fun. Okay, I think that's what it is. I'm gonna keep trying to project the correct size of the ellipse downward to the center of the plane, because yeah, like then there's like like this is again diverging, this is diverging. There's a lot of like micromillimeter mistakes that I'm making that might be leading to this being incorrect. But either way, now let's do the actual difficult part, because this isn't the difficult part. This is just me testing if I know what I know. But the actual difficult part is now this, where we wrap the wireframe around it and test the fuck out of it. So let's do that. Why don't we? And I'm gonna obviously change the angle slightly to match what it actually is, right? There you go. Oh, well, that was a wrong ellipse. But again, I was zoomed out while I was doing that. Like, that was really, really, really zoomed out, right? And I'm looking at the example as well, right? But I'm really trying to... I can barely think right now. Like, this is obviously output regression, but I can barely think right now, but I'm really trying to think is the point, right? And this is actually, like, I think I'm gonna have to make it more difficult for myself by adding this horizontal. Otherwise, I'm never gonna be thinking about it as much as I need to. Oh god, bro, I just keep making things more difficult for myself, don't I? Right, but let's see. Because I have to think about the schema being further back. And we gotta think about this box, right? Because this angle is obviously a bit more drastic now, right? I gotta make sure I got the angle right. I gotta make sure that this is actually like evenly square cube that's proportioned. Let's see, something like this. And I'm zoomed out right now. Like, I wanna be very clear, but I'm really trying to... I'm zoomed in right now, sorry. But I'm trying to be very honest with myself as to what I'm doing. Or like with you. What the fuck am I saying, bro? Just shut the fuck up. But I'm thinking. All you need to know is that, goddamn it, I'm thinking. I'm dying. I'm thinking. I'm dying. Right? I'm trying to think about the overall... I'm really trying to think about the overall fucking sphere, but it's extremely hard. Like, it's extremely fucking hard because right now my brain can barely even conceptualize the square plane that's behind the cylinder, right? So, and I'm trying to think about the box. Okay, so this is me, like, actually I need to take a step back and be like, okay, where is this schema? It's right around here, right? Where is, it's angled this way, comes out this, here's the, and I'm making it so small, right? So I need to make it larger and really see it, like really, really, really see it. And this is beautiful. This is so difficult. This is so difficult, right? Like, this is genuinely incredibly difficult. But this is the part where I learn. This is the part where I grow. Woof. Yeah, hundreds of hours minimum. At least another 200-300 hours to get this down. Minimum. But this is so exciting. I love this shit, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so let's really try to... I'm just gonna really try to lean into this before I obviously rest my brain. So think about the depth. Think about the schema, right? Think about the form wrapping. Am I actually seeing anything? No, fuck no, I'm not seeing shit. But am I trying to see it? Yeah, I'm definitely trying to understand. Because right now, you know what I can't see? I can't even figure out the depth. I literally can't even figure out the depth of what I'm trying to see, right? There you go. That should help a little bit, right? Because I'm trying to think about the center as well, right? Of this schema. I'm trying to think about the center of, like, yeah, the schema itself, right? And then let's see the cube. Trying to think about the size of the cube. Okay, now we got the sphere, but I can't see really the center or anything inside of it, right? And this sphere needs to be a lot larger. Okay, see, my eyes are warm now. My eyes are warm and my forehead's warm. So I'm gonna lean into this just a little bit more before I rest my brain, right? Dude, I can't see shit. I'm genuinely in output regression. This is amazing. This is genuinely one of the fucking best feelings. The logic, everything I'm trying to build in my mind is breaking down consistently, right? But I'm trying to see the sphere. I'm really trying to see the box and the center lines and everything inside of it. And okay, now I'm gonna rest my brain. That was very difficult. That was beautiful. So yeah, to be explicit, I could not see anything. I tried to just see the fucking sphere and the box positioned in each other, within the overlapped inside each other appropriately, in the correct depth in relation to this wireframe, right? But now I have to also think about this front-facing ellipse as well, right? That has to be placed accurately inside the box. So everything was breaking down. I could not see anything. I want to be very clear. Like, everything, just little glimpses. Like, when I say I'm trying to see the box, this is what I was seeing. This line, oh, maybe this line, oh, the sphere, maybe just the curve around the sphere, right? I really wasn't seeing anything, and I want to say that's normal. The more difficult it is, the more calculations you have to hold inside your head, right? The harder it is. What the fuck is, that sounds like the character from Gravity Falls. Fucking McCrucken, old man McCrucken, right? But anyways, like this, and just even getting the front plane, the angle down. Because remember, now we're testing, now we're testing, now we're testing the schema, right? Now we're testing the schema that we've updated with another fuckery inside of it, trying to actually understand the logic of the ellipses and how they wrap around. On top of that, we're updated the schema, the fucking wraparound for the schema itself, right? This wireframe, which has already been very difficult and I haven't been getting correct at all, right? So it's just like building a fucking spatial reasoning engine that is so immutable, right? Like, in the long term, right? Unchangeable, but that requires me to essentially go through a shit ton of trial and error and extreme cognitive discomfort, right? That's the word that you always want to be aware of, is like, it's just, and I literally mean it's just extreme cognitive discomfort. And the more you get used to that feeling, the more you understand how to chase that feeling, the more you keep telling yourself to chase that feeling, the better you get at chasing the feeling. What a fucking shock, right? So I'm trying to think about the center plane right now, and then where that's in, like, the horizontal center plane, and where that's in relation to the box, but then also now this front-facing center plane and the ellipse inside of it, on the ellipse inside of it, and the ellipse inside of it, and how that in relation to the box. And by the way, this drawing underneath is an obstruction to that. So I'm really trying to visualize all of this while fucking ignoring all these lines that have already been made, right? And this is beautiful. Again, this is genuinely beautiful, right? Like, again, I just trying to get the proportion for the box accurate is already difficult enough, right? So let's see. Yeah, this fucking drawing underneath is a huge obstruction, but I need to keep ignoring. I need to keep ignoring, and I need to keep visualizing what actually exists in my mind on the page, calculated, right? So this is the center, and again, it's a nuance. Don't forget it's a nuance, because the center is not the center really. It's slightly above or slightly below. Like if this is my center plane, I am wrapping something above and below, right? And then something is three-dimensionally sticking out and also wrapping above and below, right? So this thing's center, it's like the center is not the center. The center is just something that we're using as a baseline, right? It might be too complicated, but just imagine that you have a form on top of another form. Like, think about it like this. Like, if let's say you have a center like this, and then you have a box, right? This box, like you are drawing the box around this center, right? Now, if you think about it, if you have to create an ellipse inside of it, right? Whee! Right? Like if you have to think about the curve, and you have to think about this curve, but at the same time, it's projected outwards. So this is a cylinder that you're creating inside of it. And you can see how fucking shit my lines are suffering right now, but especially when I try to draw fast, because I can't draw fast with the brush pen with the clear, consistent accuracy that I do when I draw slower, right? But like it's projected outwards, all right? And again, I'm not like, this might be going over your head, but at the same time, I'm just trying to inform everything that I'm thinking about. And I did not start with this. I started with the fucking line and the horizon line. I started with the line, not even the horizon line. I started with this. Whee! That's what I started with. That's what I started with, to be very clear. For hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of repetitions on November 1st, 2022. Okay, it's all documented. Check out my year 1 to 2 playlist, right? This is a video for beginner artists. You are not alone. Hashtag, what is this? That's not product placement. I'm the product. I guess I'm placing myself in your fucking face. But anyways, back to really fucking grinding our brains and thinking about the perspective, right? So I'm trying to really think about the schema overall, right? And like this, oof. Okay, so I gotta like bring this down here, because this is obviously where we have the center as well. So I gotta start calculating the center too, which is amazing, right? Oh my god, bro, this is actually amazing. Holy shit. Oh, my brain is losing it because I can't calculate the center. Oh, I'm nutting. But seriously, like it's fun. It's extremely difficult and it's very fun, right? So let's try to get the box, which I can't see because this drawing underneath is an obstruction. But see, 47 minutes, and you might be like, this guy's been drawing garbage. And that's true. This is the middle. This is the middle of learning, which is everything, right? In the beginning, oh, look at me, I'm so excited to learn, and, right? And at the end, all I know is that I know nothing, I'm a master. But the middle, that, my friend, is the journey. That is the journey. And that is exactly why we are here, to live the journey. So deep, so deep. Where can I give you money? Link in description, Patreon, Ko-fi. Right, anyways, let me try to think, because I'm really struggling to think, right? I'm really struggling to even see the box and like the schema set properly inside of this, and I'm trying to see through the form, right? I'm really trying to see through the form, genuinely trying to see through the form, right? And really, really, really understand what is actually, because my box in of itself, my schema is incorrect, but I'm really trying to see, dude, it's so hard to get the sphere down, because this thing is fucking my goddamn brain, but I'm trying to ignore it, I'm trying to get the box accurately positioned, right? Oh my god, my brain is, dude, I can't calculate anything. I'm in genuine output regression, right? But this is where I need to make a choice. You got one life, give it one shot. Knees are weak. There's like fucking 15 different songs in one, but either way, I'm really trying to see this schema accurately, because I can't. This fucking drawing in the background is really fucking with me, but not just the background drawing, is like I'm trying to see this front plane accurately, right? And I'm trying to make sure that the sphere fits inside of it properly, while also making sure that now I'm accounting for the side and the front axis all at once, right? And yeah, the drawing in the background is fucking with me. Whew, oh, my shoulders are tense. I need everybody posture check. Posture check. This is like incredibly difficult, incredibly fucking difficult. Like I'm stuck here, and this drawing really goddamn fucking with me, bro. God damn it. Okay, oh no, keep trying. Let's see. Whew. Okay, so this is the schema. This is what I'm building. I genuinely cannot reason this. Like, I'm actually, especially because this front ellipse now I'm trying to add, like, this. Okay, I just need to go for it. I just need to go for it and make that mistake to understand and, like, think about the box and the sphere. Keep thinking, dude, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna rest my brain. Oh my god, I really went deep in there. Like, I couldn't think, but everybody rest your brain. Holy shit. And to think I didn't want to draw today. How would I have experienced this beautiful discomfort and friction if I didn't want to draw, right? I wouldn't have, exactly. So that's literally all we can do. It's all we can do is just keep trying, right? Let these videos be a monument to human effort that every single one of you is capable of. So you want to know what's really fucking with me right now? Is apart from trying to place the schema accurately in the depth, right? Like behind this line and to get the center line, because I haven't been able to calculate any of that shit. What's really fucking with me is the fact that I now have an ellipse to account for here, and that also has depth. So I have to make these lines extremely nuanced, right? And try to think about the calculation relatively well. Does that even make sense? Fucking, I just have to think, bro. I just have to think. But more than anything, let's try to get some sort of understanding here, right? Okay, so this is going this way. This is my schema. This is the side plane, right? This is the side ellipse. Something like this. And let's see if... Hold up. Dude, this is so difficult. How does this actually work? Oh, that's how it works. Oh my god, that's actually even more fucked. Oh my god, this is a whole new dimension, whole new layer that I can't even fathom right now. But I'm going to try to fathom, right? And that's what matters, is that we're trying to fathom. Fathom doesn't sound like a real word anymore, but I'm trying to calculate, obviously, the ellipse. I don't think I got the center right, but maybe I did. I need to calculate this center plane and everything that's happening. Fuck me, bro. I can't think of anything. I really can't think of anything. Let me really try to think about the center plane again, right? And my fucking pen dying isn't helping either. This is how you get better at art, by the way. You just swear a lot for no reason. Wee. Oh fuck, wee. Right. And then let's try to think about this horizontal center plane and the ellipse inside of that. This is like a whole new update to my schema, by the way. Like a whole new update. Like I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Yeah, something like this. Wait, no, something like this. Yeah, because that has to follow the perspective. See, like, so this is the actual... Oh my god, that is so fucked! That is so fucked, my friend. How do you do? I do great, thank you. I actually didn't mean how do you do. I mean, like, how do you do this? Like, oh, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Yes, but anyways, this is the bullshit I have to do to make my brain not die, by the way. Ha ha ha, look at him, he's an output regression and he's making jokes because he doesn't understand what he's doing. I'm really trying to think about everything right now. I'm fucking dying. But that's how you learn, right? That's how you learn. Let's see. Oh god. Okay, so I'm trying to think about this. Right? Okay, so I'm sorry, I can't explain anything right now. Just know that I'm trying to see this while also trying to see this horizontal, this front-facing wraparound now too, while also trying to fucking do the wraparound. Like the schema, oh my god, bro, it's so much. I'm also trying to think about the wraparound. Like it's so much. It's so fucking much. And you can see I'm really struggling. No shit, bro. Oh wow, look at me, he's really struggling. Okay. Okay, so that is the horizontal one. And then how does it go from here? Okay, so I think I do something like this, right? Where I understand that this must wrap over, right? Because this is another whole different layer to think about. Right, that must wrap over. And we'll put this around, and then we'll follow the perspective. Right? Something like that. And this will go around as well, like in terms of the ellipse. Like I'm really trying to, dude, I can barely think, but I'm trying so hard. I'm not trying to guess, but it's difficult because the worse the output regression is, the easier it is to just go to guessing. But obviously I don't want to just go to guessing, right? See, like I fucked up that curve. That was a good feeling. And trust me when I say I feel good about all of this. I do actually genuinely, I keep tapping my head on the goddamn thing, but I do genuinely actually feel good about all of this. It's just trying to not die, trying to not cry. I'm trying to just keep it together, man. I'm just trying to keep it together. Let's see. And then it's wrapping around like so. This is so off. Yeah, this is so off. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing anymore. But that doesn't mean I stop trying. Right? And then let's see. It's like, there you go. This comes around, this is the vertical axis, right? And then this, we see, this is the edge of the sphere that I kind of fucked up. It's not supposed to be that large. You can see everything is going to shit, but see, like, so I have to figure out like how this is wrapping around. Yeah, so like, oh, I love this. I love this. My schema, everything went to shit, by the way. I think it's kind of fucking obvious now that everything went to shit, but you see how this extra layer, this extra dimension fucking like just fucks my brain, right? Like it's so difficult, man. Somebody save me. Somebody save me. That's the, what was it, Smallville? Classic. But anyways, please, like genuinely somebody, and like, oh, this is also fucking misaligned. Okay, and then we have to think about the sphere, because, yeah, I've definitely been thinking about the sphere, right? Oh, 100%, look at that, that curve was amazingly incorrect. Oh, like, I completely forgot about, okay, so this is just wrong, because, look, I completely forgot about this side wrapping around as well, but this is actually now the finalized model. This is the finalized wireframe, which, as you can see, my results, my outputs, and I'm not even thinking anymore. Like, my brain is dead. Like, trying to do all this, my brain just died. 57 minutes, I'm okay with this. But this is technically my first time trying with this entire fuckery, right? So, this is good. Like, the fact that it looks this shit, and I feel amazing, by the way. Like, this amount of effort that I put in, and like, I've been trying to see everything, right? Because this is actually what I basically have to see. By the way, like, what I draw over this will probably be very inaccurate, right? But I'm just trying to give you an idea. Like, this is basically what I have to see, because I'm so fucking figuring out the model that I'm trying to use in my mind, right? But this is basically what I have to see, right? Something like this. And I can't, like, the thing is, when I'm at this point where I'm, like, drawing the underdrawing and, like, I'm really trying to think, like, I'll tell you, again, for complete honesty's sake, like, I can't even fathom how a sphere is going to fit inside this box, like, this underdrawing, only because I can't fathom anything right now. Like, I actually can't think about anything. Like, it's so hard to think, but just pretend like this is larger, too, because I keep making them way too small, right? So, fucking, actually, why pretend? Just make it larger, bro. There you go. Just make it larger. There you go. Fucking might as well correct it while I'm at it, right? But here, like, this is the actual like, it's further out, ta-da, right? Whatever. But anyways, like, this is obviously a bit larger too, but either way, like, it's larger. And again, I'm trying to see, like, I could not fathom the center. Like, I'm not even gonna try to draw the cross section and everything, but just know that I was really trying to think about this center And I was really trying to, the biggest thing that was fucking with me, so the biggest blocker, the reason why all of this went to shit is because I could not, and this is good because it teaches me that I cannot see the center here. I can see the center here, right? And that's how I'm able to create this ellipse. I can create the center, I can see the center line here, so I can create this ellipse, right? But I could not see this line. And more than anything, I could not see this line. Like this was the biggest blocker, like this cross-axis, because I can see this cross-axis, I can see this cross-axis, right? Vertical and horizontal, if not diagonal, right? But I could not see this, and that's what was fucking with me. And again, like this is a whole new dimension where I have to think about the depth and the nuance of the depth. Not even to fucking talk about this entire like wraparound, which is its own different story, but now this is the peak. Like this is where I'm just gonna keep myself and keep pushing myself. No more than this. We're not gonna add the diagonals. We're not gonna add a fucking diagonal wraparound. That's not happening. This is I think more than good enough for now. And it teaches me that like, hey, I can. This is what I'm trying to say is like this, the perfect version of this, right? With all like everything being calculated and hundreds of hours of later of it being fused, right? Is what's going to be seen in my mind and visualized and calculated for the face. You know, for like this circle part of the face, because you know how like they say, oh yeah, like it's like this is the face, it's this, and you got dish, right? So but this is what I'm trying to see at this part, like this right here. This is what I'm trying to see. So now you know. And then this is the Loomis attachment that we'll be doing, right? And it's just to figure out like the proportions for that. I'll probably look into I'm probably gonna look up like exactly like how that sphere exists in terms of like I'll probably look at examples like, oh, this is how you draw the face, and look at the one specifically that use the proportion where the cranium is a sphere to see exactly where the eyes are placed. Because once I know that, this is gonna be a lot easier, and because this guy's face went way too fucking long, right? It's supposed to be, it should have stopped right around here, right? But that's okay. Like we're learning, and that's all that matters. Is that fucking like, dude, I learned so much here, right? So. And I learned just the absolute brink of my capacity. Like here, output regression, oof, I couldn't even fucking fathom it, right? But it's great because I spent last fucking 20 hours doing this, right? So like at least that's the thing. Like this would have been so much more difficult if I at least hadn't spent 20 hours doing this. And even if this wasn't nowhere near perfect, now like this is the new standard. So this has to get better. We have to keep adding the horizontal or the front facing ellipse, right? And like keep trying to figure out the logic of how that fits in the sphere. I'm gonna keep trying to understand this. But overall, amazing session. I put a lot of effort in, and I hope you put a lot of effort in too. But yeah, with that being said, fucking my session is done. It's a Friday, so I got my piano lesson, and then I'm gonna head to my girlfriend's place and hang out. I will actually have work to do, but at least I'll be with her. Anyways, it's fucking all that good shit aside. I hope you tried your best. I hope you put a lot of effort in. I hope me explaining just how difficult my shit was validates how difficult your shit was, because it doesn't matter what we're focusing on. If we're struggling, and we're all in this together, right? High School Musical, great series. Watched it with my sister a lot. Or I guess, yeah, technically a lot, because she was fucking obsessed with it growing up. So great. You know, I stand Troy. Is that what youngins say nowadays? I stand Troy. But that's fucking. With that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money.